I know what you're thinking. I'm over 40 and I'm way too stiff for yoga. Bro, I've been teaching for a long time and I still struggle with certain poses. So don't worry. This routine works even if you feel tight as hell. The point isn't to be flexible, to get your foot behind your head. The point is to just move a little bit better. It's just 10 minutes. I got you, bro. Let's do it. I've got my stopwatch. Let's start. Start on your hands and knees, and I want you to feel your fingertips, so don't dump the weight into your wrist. We're going to do what's called cat-cows, and this really lubricates your entire spine. There, you can see how I'm going to take my mic off because I know it's annoying. You can see how I'm trying to just round my back and arch. There we go. Round your back and arch. There. Just, I want you to feel like you're just oiling your joints. Now, breathe in as you go up. Breathe out. Really push your hands into the ground. Breathe in and breathe out. Push your hands into the ground. From here, let's come into downward facing dog. And most women tend to do this. They walk their feet in. Yeah, I'm not that guy. Step back with your feet. Take a longer step back. Take your hands a little bit wider if you have broad shoulders. And then just breathe. As you breathe in, embrace the tension. And as you breathe out, just feel downward dog. Look for that stretch into your lats. Big muscles into your back. Oh man, that feels good. And then just drop onto your knees and come into child's pose and sit down. If you struggle with this, if you can't sit down, sit on something, or even this is fine, bro. Don't stress it. You're not trying to get all the way down. You're just doing what your body allows you to do. And it will adapt in time. It will. So resting your head, breathe, and you'll find over time you can slowly sit back. See, I'm resting my belly on my thighs. There, just moving side to side. Nothing fancy. Take your hands forward and come into downward dog. Once again, taking your feet wider, so out rather than further back. There we go. And now look forward and step through with your left foot like this. And if you have to step here, that's fine. Step, boom, left foot. Drop your back knee down to the floor. There we go. This is lizard pose. And if you look at me, I'm never like, trying to do the pose like I'm waiting for my wife to take a picture. I'm moving. Your body is adaptive. Now, take your right knee back. There we go. So feel that stretch in your body. See how I'm just trying to sink down there. And I'm moving the whole time. Moving. Keep your right hand down to the floor and then rotate to your left and take your left hand onto your right hip if you can, or your lower back, it doesn't matter. And really open out. Reach back with your left hand and come back down again. Downward facing dog. This time step through with your right foot. Again, if this is as far as you can step, bring it forward. And over time, you will feel yourself stepping in one move. There. Move, fidget. I'm just trying to lower my body down, only as far as it's comfortable. It shouldn't be uncomfortable, There. And then left hand pushes into the ground. See how straight my left arm is? Take your right hand up and then behind you, either on your lower back or your hip, and then feel like you're just turning your shoulder away there and reach back. Imagine someone's pulling your hand back there and bringing that hand back and step back. I realise I haven't got my mic on. There we go, and breathe. And now step through with your left knee into pigeon pose there. So my left knee comes towards my left hand. There. Just breathe in and out of your nose, nothing fancy. You can drop down onto your forearms. Again, just getting a feel for what's happening. And come back. Downward facing dog. Pigeon on the other side. There we go, that feels nice. Might feel that stretch into your right hip. Again, relaxing the shoulders, wiggling around. There we go. And come back to downward facing dog. And then drop onto your knees and just lower yourself down to the floor, just there. And I'm in Sphinx pose now. I'm on my forearms. And if you notice, what I'm doing is I'm kind of like dragging my body forward, but only my upper body. I feel like my hips are being pulled in the other direction. So I'm kind of just trying to stretch out here. Do you know what I mean? Just so drag this way. Oh, it feels good. Drag that way. Oh, and then lift up there. Now, I'm going to take myself back into the middle. Now, this might be challenging, but just do what feels best. Come onto your left arm and reach back there. Just reach for your back foot and lift up. Breathe. You see, I'm not like this. I'm actually trying to lift using my left arm and ease off. Fidget, especially if you've got a history of lower back pain. Move your pelvis side to side. Same on the other side. My left arm comes across and then I bend my left knee and I reach back and hold on to the foot and push, lifting up. There, feel your lower back working, but in a good way. And then just ease off. Again, shifting side to side. I don't kind of stay stuck because my body tends to seize up. So my yoga is quite dynamic. You know, I'm always fidgeting and moving because your body is dynamic, right? Yeah, that feels nice. And then I'm just going to come into Cobra. I'm going to push all 5 fingertips into the ground. There, high Cobra. And even higher there. Breathing in and out of the nose. Because I feel quite good, can I get my breastbone to push forward? To achieve that, I just want to roll my shoulders back. There we go. And then lower down, lift up again. And this time, come into downward facing dog. Drop onto your knees, lower down, come back up again. Feel the weight on your left hand. Feel the weight on your right hand. Are you symmetrical? When you are, downward dog again. And then just drop down onto your shins. This pose is called Vajrasana. It's very, very demanding on your quads and your ankles. And some of you men might hate me for this, but you'll love me one day. You want to build up to going backwards. Now, use whatever props you can. Place a couple of cushions behind you. So if the missus is around, give her a shout and ask her to bring you some cushions. Tell her you can't get up because you're stuck and you need some help. And because you're doing yoga, she'll probably help you out. And here, see, I'm fidgeting as I go back. Fidget. I'm just going to pop forward. Fidget, fidget. There. Onto your forearms. That might be enough. If your lower back is screaming, you've gone too far. Come back up again. Come back. Take your time. There. Drop. Feel how good that is. There. Feel how good that is. And if you have the tolerance and you feel good, and you might surprise yourself, you have no idea. See if you can go all the way down. And just try and breathe from your belly. Remember, I'm not telling you to go all the way down. I'm asking you to find the position that is enough for where you are today. If you're doing this, that is fine. In a couple of weeks, if you follow this, and I really encourage you to, you're going to relax your shoulders and you can get one arm down, just there. You'll have a couple of cushions behind you. And then you'll get the other arm down. And then with repetition and muscle memory, you will nail that pose. If there's any discomfort into your lower back, come into child's pose. Yoga is a science and it's a physical discipline, just like everything else, just like dancing, just like martial arts. We always think we can't do it like someone else, and we always think someone's better, and they're not. All someone is is a person with more repetition, more muscle memory than us. We have the same brain, we have the same capacity to create that muscle memory. If we repeat it, our body will thank us for it. This sequence is just a game-changing sequence. So if you're struggling with your body, if you're over 40 and you want to buy back the years your body might lose because it's falling apart, do this sequence once a week and just feel your body change over time. And just think how impressed the missus is going to be if you have kids, if you have grandkids, when you can do that. Even better, what if you can do it and the missus can't? I mean, that's goals, isn't it? That is life. Check out akramyoga.co.uk if you feel like I can help you in any more. And if you're a yoga teacher watching this, I do loads of CPDs and training and anything you need. If I can help you be better at who you are, akramyoga.co.uk. Thanks so much for watching and following.